the Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Down here for the offense. Using his legs, it's Singleton. Just slithers through the tackle when he's got room to run. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. In plus territory, not really much of a decision to make there. They had to go for it, and it paid off.
Yeah, they know points are going to be at a premium in this game, so they're going for it here, no doubt. Nice job picking up the first, and now putting a lot of pressure on this defense.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to run it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. And back in conference realignment, it was the best four programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside big. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on third down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some designed QB runs or give him a run-pass option on the perimeter, see if he can punch it in after that big gainer.
Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Push down for the tackle.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative. You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've
open runway ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Still running at the 40. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
You start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You run them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Grab near the marker. It's Horn. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of me, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. You can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Feeling some heat.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with it.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
The Nittany Lions are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. Tried to fight his way through that.
Being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Crosses to 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air, it's Aller. He makes the connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wallace. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Saunders. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. They're working that left side.
Nice play. This running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
The ball squirts free. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. He's loose down the left side. 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the defense doing work.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They'll go to the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got an open man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the missed connection, it's second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Now facing a third and long. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Quarterback checking the play. On second down, looking again to throw. Unleashes one deep. And and makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! The AT unit on the field. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Louisville is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over the Pandas. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American who's moved David Carolina had push passes to Mike Porter. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Looking for a man. It's Allard. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
He broke down at the 45-yard line. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wallace. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
He's tackled.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Warren. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The inside handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they've regained the lead after putting 3 on the board. The kickoff unit ready to go.
17.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayden. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Sanders. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
And he breaks into the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry up. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then stopping that clock.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Gets it out quickly.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The field goal is no good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through the tackle. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
He ends up getting tackled at the 34-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
The offense set for a first down play. With jet sweep pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Second down coming up.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to throw. It's out. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and they desperately need it. He'll start this drive firing. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. We waited